So, lads, we have a clearer head today. We have a little bit of a clearer head today, and we're going to be talking about the game. And yes, obviously, look, it's a big game. It was a massive game, to be honest. We can be honest, it was a massive game, and the Indiana Fever, there were a lot of positives, as in we're looking at it like, you know what, things can't keep going this badly. Things have to pick up. But I think there were a lot of positive and a lot of negatives. If you guys agree, subscribe. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers as soon as possible. If we can hit 46.5K by the end of the day, that'd be insane. We're only 7 subscribers off. However, lads, we got to talk about it. We have got to talk about this game from start to finish with the Indiana Fever against the Atlanta Dream. And it was a game that, that is the wrong game. I've never seen so much go wrong and for a team to be still in the game. So if we're looking early on in the game, the Atlanta Dream had quite a big lead early. And look, Caitlin Clark started off giving up an and one, turning the ball over and missing a couple of shots. It was not a good start to the game. Then obviously they just started fouling. And as the game went on, the Fever kind of pulled it back a little bit. And the first half was, they were down 11, I think, at one stage in the second quarter. And then Caitlin, in fairness, just kind of willed the team back into the game. Just kind of willed her team back into the game at times. But it was a tale of 4 quarters. It was like if you look at the first quarter or second quarter, you look at the second quarter and the fourth quarter. You look at defensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds for them was 3, but they're going to get some. So defensive rebounds, they get a whole bunch of them. And you're looking at 11 points for Caitlin in the second quarter. 3 assists. And they win the second quarter comfortably. And the fourth quarter was the same. You're looking at it. Looking, again, 6 defensive boards. They just went at them. They were relentless. And this team has a very, very much... they have that potential to be absolutely fantastic. But they lost this game because of 2 things. One, free throws. And I'm going to be honest, the Stephanie White experimentation, not the Stephanie White through the game, but not calling a timeout to win the game. And she's saying she could have called a timeout during the inbound pass. It is... that was just crazy. And again, I don't think that Stephanie White is a dumb enough coach to be guarding Bree Jones and Brittany Griner with single coverage. Not sending a double team at any stage. And rather than sending, and it's like you have to be smart on who you guard, who you run off. Not Alicia Gray or not Ryan Howard, but they play a high low. They don't play the 2 of them inside. So whoever's guarding the other Bree Jones or Brittany Griner should drop low and send kind of a soft double team, or at least show an extra body. Because at no stage in the game was an extra body shown to either of these players. However, Stephanie White is not that bad a coach. She is not that bad a coach. This is just honestly, this is just a situation where everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong. DeWanna Bonner was just a non-factor. Natasha Howard, I thought Natasha Howard's been playing good defense. I think she has been playing good defense, in fairness, in the 2 games. Offensively, she was horrific. And look, it's a bad game. Natasha Howard was very good against the Sky. She's been good in preseason. She was really good in the first half. She's just been she was just horrendous down the stretch, missing the 4 free throws. And that's the one thing that's weird, where it's there's nerves. There is nerves, and that's the thing when it comes to Natasha Howard. She said she wanted to go to Indiana so she could get attention and people to appreciate her game. Unfortunately, you got to step up for that to happen. It's like playing for the Lakers. Unfortunately, if you stink it up, you're going to see it all over Twitter. So none of these players, obviously all these players, should just be deleting their social media. That's a given. But yeah, it is It was such a weird game. Also, Sid Colson, just, again, I think she's going to be effective. Bree Turner cannot score layups. Like, there's no way that Bree Turner long term is a better option just playing Michaela Timpson. Like, I don't understand why they're going to experiment with playing Caitlin Clark but not experiment with Michaela Timpson. Maybe they just thought this wasn't the game for her. And to be fair, it might just be a confidence thing where it's like she's coming up against players she's going to get killed by. She's going to get killed by Bree Jones. She's going to get killed by Brittany Griner. And maybe it's a confidence thing. But, like, was she that much worse in college than Kiki Iriafen? No. Kiki Iriafen takes on the assignment of guarding Bree Jones. Sorry, not guarding Bree Jones, guarding Brittany Griner. She gets cooked. She got absolutely cooked. I don't know. Again, coaches coach in different ways, but I will say this. This is a crazy thing. This is a it was just a crazy game, honestly. Honestly, like, I thought the big three were exceptional. But, like, Caitlin Clark took the third quarter off. I'm going to be honest, Kelsey Mitchell floated in and out of that game. Aaliyah Boston was the only player that was good for the entire game. Like, Aaliyah Boston, as much as you can look at the box score, Aaliyah Boston was the best player on the floor. Caitlin took a quarter off. Absolutely took a quarter off. And it's like, that can't happen again. It cannot happen that she takes another quarter off. Like, I don't know. Everything that went wrong could have went wrong, and they only lost by one. To a good team. So I'm watching this game, and I'm like, everything, literally everything, that could have possibly went wrong for the Fever went wrong. And for the Dream, other than them shooting badly from three, which they've got a bunch of non-shooters chucking threes. Like, in fairness, Alicia Gray should have been a little bit more. I would have thought she would have been a bit more, but, like, Ryan Howard was shooting mad shots. She's not a great shooter. Like, you've got bad shooters chucking threes, so they're going to be missing shots. Like, this is going to be common. But yeah, you had the Atlanta Dream playing really well, playing it like it was Game 5 of the finals, which you want teams to do. You want teams to play against the Fever like it's Game 5 of the finals, because it is, like, it's going to make you better. It's going to make you better. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to make you better when, when you're playing against teams going harder at you. And you want to know the only thing that matters is that the Indiana Fever are still in October. That's the only thing that matters, that the Indiana Fever are playing in October. Because if they're out in September, something's wrong. I don't care if if every single team plays it like it's Game 5 of the WNBA Finals and the Fever go 25-19 and are the 5th seed. As long as they are used to it, whereas other teams aren't, as long as they are ready for the playoffs and they win that first playoff series, I don't care about the seeding. I think you can react to an individual game. There's no issue with that. I'm going to make another breakdown of horrendous Stephanie White coaching, but you get Stephanie White's had enough success that she gets to benefit it out long term, but also in isolation, like, she did a horrible job yesterday. But anyway, yeah, that is the video. That is the breakdown of how the Indiana Fever ended up losing. The reason, they were horrendous. They were thoroughly outplayed by the Atlanta Dream. It would have been highway robbery had they won that game. And how they still managed to, the fact that they had the fight in them to come back in that game, you have to say, like, you would, you can be, if you're a Fever fan, not relieved, but, like, you didn't learn anything about the true ability of the Fever from that game. All you learned is that, sometimes they'll play badly, which is going to happen over a 44-game season. But the fact that not that they came back to win, but the fact that they can they can grind out a game when they're as bad as they were against a team playing pretty well to get back in a game and stepping up in a huge fourth quarter, which they won by 10 points. Like, that is a positive. That is a positive. No question about it. That is a positive. And look, I'm not going to be some, like, BS Lakers fan being like, this loss felt like a win. But the loss showed some good things with this Fever team. The loss showed that what this Fever team are made of. And honestly, it was a good, not a good game. There were certain parts of the game that were very good. However, Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. They took the third quarter off, and honestly, they didn't play particularly well either. So anyway, I'll see you guys.